Hey, what is going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. Not sure why it sounded like that, but let's continue. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. So the first thing that I see, Aquarius, is I feel like this is someone you are already connected with. You know, we have the Six of Cups. I feel like there's been some distance with you and your person lately. You know, some hot and cold energy. And I feel like not only is there distance and that hot and cold energy, but I feel like there's some chaotic energy. Now, I feel like your person has been dealing with a lot. They got a lot on their plate with that Two of Pentacles. Having too much on their plate, actually. I do get a sense of this person, things aren't going right. And I feel like it's more of a stability thing or career thing with this person. Things aren't going right. And they don't really feel as confident as they usually are. So I don't feel like this has anything to do with you and them. I feel like a lot of this is in their head. But I feel like this person, because of the lack of confidence that they're feeling right now, because of what's going on for them, I feel like they're looking a little too deeply. They're thinking way too much about things that they don't normally think about. And I feel like there's some jealousy. Maybe not some jealousy, but I feel like this person, their imagination is getting the best of them. And I feel like it has to do with someone, a friend of yours or someone that's close to you, or a new friend for some of you. I just feel like this person is really skeptical. Like your person is really skeptical of this person. So it is a little bit of jealousy, but they're just feeling a little insecure. Your person is feeling a little insecure. Things aren't going right, and that happens. When things aren't going right for us, sometimes it's kind of like it attracts other thoughts. Sometimes when we got a lot on our plate and we don't feel like we're on top of things, it feels like things are getting out of hand. It's kind of like when you open a chicken coop and you go to grab a chicken and all of a sudden all the chickens get out. Now, I feel like your person, they believe that this other person has ill intentions. Almost feeling like, the vultures are swarming. And a lot of this is just their insecurities. But I feel like they don't want to tell you about it, so they're keeping it to themselves, and that's what's causing the issues with this person. The distance, the chaos, is because they're not telling you what's going on. You may not even know what's going on when it comes to this stability thing, the financial thing, the career thing, whatever has been bugging this person. You may not even be aware of that because I feel like this person doesn't want to tell you. They feel like they're going to lose you to this other person. Let's get straight to it. And it's not that they don't trust you. They just don't trust this person. So I feel like they keep it all locked up in that self-imposed prison. They don't want to communicate with you because they don't want to look like they're jealous, because I don't feel like they're really jealous. They're just more concerned than anything else. And I feel like that just adds to the anxiety this person is feeling. We have the Nine of Swords. Like I said, sometimes we have these moments when things go wrong, when one thing goes wrong, and then all of a sudden, it's just a collab of things. All these things start going wrong. Their imagination is getting the best of them, like I said, with that Moon card. And they feel like they can't talk to you about it because they don't want to look like the jealous type, because I don't feel like they are. I just feel like their intuition is telling them there's something going on with this other person. Like this other person has intentions. And one of the worst things is when you're fighting with your partner, or there's chaos between you and your partner, or distance between you and your partner. These other people, they try to weasel their way in. And I don't like saying that they weasel their way in, but I feel like that's exactly what's happening here. And your partner sees it, and they're afraid that you don't. But they don't want to mention it because they don't want to seem petty or jealous, or, I mean, their eyes are always on the prize. But right now, their eyes off the ball. But now they're picking up things to look at that. But I don't think they're wrong. I don't think they're wrong. They are overthinking. They should trust you more. They should trust this connection more. But I feel like you're not seeing what's right in front of you, but they are. But instead of focusing on that, they're not focusing on fixing whatever's going on with them or dealing with the problem at hand. They're too focused on this. I feel like this person, your person, they're very intelligent and very confident usually. And I feel like that's just not a place that they're used to being, is the place that they're in right now. They're feeling insecure, but they're not talking to you about it. I feel like they don't feel like they can be honest with you, because the last thing they need right now is to lose you too. And they don't want to push you away because, as most people know, Aquarius don't like being, they don't like that jealousy. They have other connections. They like other connections, and jealousy is kind of a big turnoff. So I feel like they know you well enough to feel like they can't talk to you about it. But they're not talking to you about what's really going on. They're too busy, instead of fixing the problem, they're too busy looking at the negatives instead of the positives here. It's sometimes when things aren't going right for us, like I said before, it's kind of like a butterfly effect. Everything seems to be falling apart at once. And I mean, the last thing your person wants is to lose you. I mean, this person loves you. I just feel like because of all the shit that they're going through, I mean, I feel like they're just not feeling confident. They're not feeling emotionally on point. Normally I feel like this person is on point because they got shit going on. They're confident. But right now I feel like they're not confident. So they feel like, even though I don't feel like you truly know the depth of what this person is dealing with, because they're not being honest with you about it, or they're not opening up to you about it, like I said, with that Eight of Swords. Because of all that, I mean, it just... You know, I feel like normally this person doesn't even think about these type of things, but because of what's going on, you know, they don't want to tell you, but they're not telling you anything. They're not really, you know, for all you cross watchers out there, for those who this resonates with, you got to talk to your partner. You know, if shit ain't going wrong, if shit ain't going right, and you don't talk to your partner about it, then how can you call them a partner? You know, like I said, I mean, you gotta, honesty and openness is vital in a connection. You know, yeah, things might not go your way, but if you can't tell your person about it and you're afraid you can't tell them about it because they'll leave you, and I feel like a lot of this is that they just can't afford to lose you. They don't want to lose you. They can't afford for something else to go wrong in their life right now. So it's like they're trying to put on a brave face and they're trying to fight the urge, that internal struggle to fight the urge to not tell you what's going on. And it's causing issues between you. And it's, instead of pulling you in, instead of having you there for them, it feels like they're pushing you away. But they're really not. They're not trying to do that. I mean, this person isn't walking away from this. I just feel like they're spending way too much time in their head. You know, this person loves you, but they're overthinking this. It shouldn't matter if somebody else wants you or somebody else is trying to weasel their way in. That shouldn't matter. You know, I feel like you have a great connection with this person, and I feel like lately it's been strained, but we got to be honest. Again, I'll say that. And I feel like this person, I mean, I do see them communicating with you, so I do feel like we're starting to fix the problem. And I feel like the first step of them communicating with you, I feel like we're going to find balance in the situation. We're going to understand where this person's coming from and understand why this person is feeling so distant from us. They're not pushing you away. They believe they're keeping you safe from the truth. But like I said, that's a recipe for disaster. Like keeping your partner in the dark. And like I said, once we have this conversation, once they open up to you, I feel like we're going to find balance. And I feel like it's what this person needed to get back on track. And I do see them getting back on track, realizing that they do have you and that you are their partner. You know, I see them getting their confidence back. I see them getting that strength back. And I feel like they are going to find, new opportunities. Even so much to say is better opportunities. You know, stability-wise. Two heads are better than one. Let's just end the whole debate in that. You know, I feel like opening up to you is the smartest move this person can make. Because like I said, I feel like they got way too much going on in their head, and they're adding on to it daily, and it's making it worse. It's making the gap between the two of you bigger, and they're unintentionally pushing you into the arms of this other person. You know, you feel like you have to have someone to open up to. You have, and this person, this vulture, is sweeping in, just accepting that, and seeming like they're being there for you. They're just taking advantage of the situation. You know, if you can't trust your partner with the truth, if you can't trust your partner, period, then what the hell are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You know, like I said, I mean, this person, all this has started because because your person couldn't tell you what's going on. Whether it be insecurity, whether it be, the sense of not wanting to fail you, whatever it may be, you got to keep them in the loop. A real partner isn't going to leave you because you lost your job or because, things aren't going right at your job, or You lost some money, or you don't have as much money as you thought you had, or whatever the hell this is going on in your person's head. Them keeping it in their head and dealing with it on their own is not productive. It hasn't been productive. It's causing chaos. It's causing distance. I know this was a train wreck. I see what I see, and that's... I laugh because I don't really even know what else to say. I feel speechless. But I do see this turning the corner. I do see your partner opening up to you. I do see them, getting back on their 2 feet and figuring this all out. And I see good fortune. I just feel like now it's like a low moment, and they just got to get through it, and they try to get through it alone, and that's where it all went wrong. But I don't think they're wrong. I think that there is someone else in your life that is, this person could be possibly telling you, your current person is no good, or just being there, acting like they're your best friend and they got your best interest at heart. I mean, this person is weaselly, and I don't like it. I'm just gonna say that this third party energy is not something I like. I don't like it. I don't like it. With this person, or with this read, I mean, we're getting Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We got some Leo, some Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libra. Some Scorpio as well. And some Pisces. I put a quote up, I think, yesterday, and it kind of hits home with this. It's like, you got to communicate and be vulnerable with your partner, because if you don't, I mean, it's scary, but if you don't, they'll never really know, I mean, your partner isn't there to celebrate the good days only. A real partner is there for the good, the bad, the ugly. And if you don't have that in your life, then you need to reevaluate that. If you don't have someone that you believe that has your back, that you can open up to and be honest with, we need to reevaluate it. Like I said, for all this resonates with, if you're not being open with your partner, don't expect them. You can't expect them. You can't expect them to be open and honest with you. And then we just got a bunch of secrets. And the skeletons in the closet just keep adding up. A real partner, someone that truly loves you, will stick by you no matter what. Like I said, though, I just feel like their eyes off the prize, their eyes off the ball, and they're looking too deeply into shit that they didn't need to look at. That has nothing to do with what's going on. I apologize if this sounds like a train wreck. It's just what I get, and I can't see it any other way than the way I see it. I hope this helps. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.